Hello guys, so welcome to the channel. So today we are going to try to do a short one on BTC, and let's try to see how I came up with the setup that's here. And it's Saturday, and we're going to be anticipating a new week. So this is a setup that we can be watching out for as the coming week approaches. So this is BTC here. Before I get to the implementation of how I got here, probably we can step out one more step. Probably go. I'm on the 15-minute time frame right now, but if we can move to the 2 hour time frame to actually have an overview of where the market is currently at following our SMC strategy that we always do follow. Let me step it up a little bit to the 4 hour. We had a break of structure as such to the downside, right? And from there, we equally had here. I didn't really consider this as a break of structure because it's a week. The body of the candle didn't close above. This was some inducement layer. So we have the market falling back to a potential level of an order block here. So this is on the 4 hour time frame. So I've been observing this downward push here. So currently the market is right at this state here, right? So there were several moves here before. If you didn't understand the several structures played out here, you can watch the previous videos, then you're going to see how I did analyze that. But currently the market has come here, and in anticipation for next week, let's see the different positions that we can open here as well. So if I step back down to the 1 hour time frame, so we can see clearly what's happening. If we look closely, we can see that we are on a downtrend, right? Severally we had a break of structure, then market pulled back, then we went back down, and the likes of that. Okay, so if our entry time frame being the 1 hour time frame, if I'm to make that quite clear, sorry, the 15-minute time frame rather, so you can see clearly that if we were to observe clearly what's happening is from here, we had the last break, we had the break of structure to the downside, right? And this is equally here, the last break of structure to the downside. Now, what happens here then is the market then retraced, okay, and it gave us a change of character. It was supposed to react around the origin that caused this last break, but it didn't react from there downwards. We had a change of character, meaning that it was a break of this origin that causes break of structure to the downside. So it's making us understand that we should anticipate a change of what character. So since then, what we see is we can call it an inducement or a trend line liquidity, or whatever we want to call it. So next week, what we should be anticipating is for the markets to drop down, clear all of this, okay? The market maker should clear all of this, get to this particular zone before we start going back up. If you've been following the channel, then you should understand all what I'm talking about clearly. So this is a particular move that we can actually wait for next week on BTC, and I'm actually anticipating it so much as well. So if we look closely to see different positions which took place in the markets, just to do a little back test on this same pair, which is gold, and likes of that, we can see clearly here that here there was a short here, there was a buy position that was here, but clearly if you look closely here, there was a break of structure here to the downside, yeah. And after this break of structure, let me just call it like a break to the downside. After we had this break of structure, the market actually did push and it came back to this particular zone here. While here, the market equally gave us a modality of entry here to go back down. Because here, if we can look closely, let me shift this for us to see. If we can look closely, this is where the last break to the origin that caused the last break to the upside was violated here. Yeah, it was violated here. So once it got violated, all we needed to do was wait for that retracement. Okay, then we get in. Okay, this is where the change of character took place based on what this last break of structure here. If you had been following the channel, then you understand what I'm saying. But if all this does not make sense to you, then I kindly advise you to watch the previous videos. You get the mastery of that, and then you can get to understand clearly what I'm talking about here. Because here, your entry was supposed to be at this layer all the way to the downside. This was a sweet move that was caught, and yeah, 1:3. I love targeting 1:3 mechanically, and likes of that risk to reward ratio should have been around there exactly. So 1:3 is ideal. Okay, so that's what we should have literally waited for, and it was quite sweet to the downside. So similarly here as well, I took a long position here because if you can look closely here, those who understand the strategy, we had a break of structure to the downside. This particular origin that causes break was violated here, not the wicks but the body here, right? And once we had that, you can see the market retraced to that particular imbalance area here, and we took that little long position there and it went good. So similarly as well, we have that same structure here that's going to be waiting for us, and if you can follow that, right, you even backtest from here, we had a break of structure, market retraced, and then we wiped that wiped out, it dished out a little change of character. The entry should have been here to go down. Literally formed another break of structure to the downside. That's what we are waiting for. And it was supposed to react from here, not close above this origin, okay, but it closed above it, hence a change of character. Then what happens is we are waiting for the market to give us that pullback to the downside. So this is trendline liquidity. Next week, definitely by Tuesday or Monday, all what we should wait for is to see the market retrace and get to this zone. Then we take that our buy position to the upside. Okay, it's definitely going to want to reach this zone, but 1:3 mechanically is ideal. So with that being said, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and look forward for more content like this. Trust me, it's a good strategy to work on. SMC strategy is quite good. So if you've not watched the previous video, then you can head ahead to them and try to see what you can do with them. Okay, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you in the next session.